I mean, it is, but for those who live in delusion, to believe in principle in some entity that exists somewhere in the universe, that is punishing and rewarding people based on their obedience or their disobedience. One of the things in the Quran that Allah hates the Jewish people for being disobedient. Hence, many of those jihadists think that they are the sword of God on earth, that they are actually...
See, this is another aspect where I love saying, like, they hate the Jewish mentality, that Jews are disobedient. Jews ask questions, that's part of the culture. Jews are still disobedient, right? They believe all people are equal and there is no hierarchy nowhere in Israel and things like that. There is no such thing that somebody is above you here. Not really. It's not in the culture. And they really, they fight. The more I studied about what anti-Semitism is, the more I realized they're fighting the Jewish ideology, first of all. Like, number one, it starts with the ideology, with the Jewish culture.
Manifesting the punishment against the Jewish people for being disobedient. And this is why, I personally questioned the belief system itself. I thought it was not enough to work in counter-terrorism, shooting down terrorists or trying to stop a suicide bomber before they reach their target. But after 10 years of this operation, I came to realize that we were fighting a ghost because we did not deal with the belief system. And this is why, when I go publicly and say Islam is a problem, because whether if you believe that your reward is a 72 virgins in the afterlife, or you believe that you are blessed by the same entity in this life, you still believe in a hypothetical God which does not exist. But this God is actually your drive in life. So this is your delusion. And in my opinion, anyone who believes in such a God have a mental issue, and they actually should be in a mental asylum. But
yes,
when you have 2 billion...
I agree, that's the language. Those are mental issues. Stop enabling a mental illness. It's not cool.
People like this, it becomes a majority.
Did you notice, like, also the prerequisite in the West was the mental health kind of understanding mental issues, like accepting people that have mental issues and stuff like that? They're dangerous. It's dangerous to the society.
And it becomes the agreeable. It becomes a certain truth, even though it's just a projection of human ego. So as someone who lived this delusion and broke free, to be delusional is something. To be a delusional suicide bomber is something else. Everybody can have whatever dream they want to have in reality, their perception of reality, but there is a limit.
Tell me about the families quickly. When a suicide bomber went off in this period and killed people, how did their families back in the West Bank react?
It's a very strange phenomenon because they just lost their child. But now everybody in the society is congratulating them for their loss. They don't say, we're sorry for your loss. It's a great job. It's a great gift to the society. Congratulations. Your son is a shaheed.
A martyr.
A martyr. So now, when everybody is coming to the mother to celebrate, now the mother has two choices. To tell everybody to go away, and this is how she's going to lose the status in the society. Or just accept the fact that she lost her son, but she now can gain something out of it. which is the mother of a murder.
To have the pride of
The pride and the status of a family that contributed towards society. Is why praising suicide bombers, by hypocrites in the society, that none of them would have agreed to their children to die in a suicide bombing attack.
Khaled Mashal wouldn't.
Sheikh Hassan Yusuf wouldn't. None of the Hamas leaders would. So
none of them sacrificed their own sons.
Unless their sons die on their behalf, then they would say, we sacrificed our sons. But usually they want the poor people to die on their behalf. They want others to die on their behalf.
You're probably one of the very
God.
few people.
You guys talking about poor people. Like, listen, I saw this tweet. I hope I saved it. From Gaza. Tweet from Gaza. As somebody's saying here. So to get out of Gaza, you have to pay $5,000. So you have basically the Egyptians and everybody is making money out of it. So the price right now is $5,000 to smuggle you out of Gaza to Egypt. And somebody wrote the Gaza. This is it's in Arabic and originally. That this price has more value than negative, like it's better like that, because if it was only $300, nobody would have stayed in Gaza, and all of Gaza would have turned into Israel, and the Palestinian cause would have been eliminated, and all those all our plans and the projects, then like. All right, is this coming from a person who can afford living in Gaza, or is it coming from a person who stayed in Gaza and sees it still as a positive thing? I'm just curious. Rebecca بيحكي no, I don't speak it. I don't speak Arabic.
Who would have seen what Hamas did on October the 7th, and as well as being appalled, would not have been surprised.
Honestly, I was surprised.
You were?
I was surprised, not by Hamas brutality, by the scale of the event. Because to move from door to door and just kill everything, animal, human, infant, whatever came your way, innocent people. That includes foreign workers. That includes dogs. That includes life, everything. And by a bunch of savages, filming the whole thing as they are in a big party.
The glee.
Yeah, or something, whatever it is, the terminology, it really was shocking to see.
It's in a way, it's amazing to me because you'd seen the brutality of this movement all these years, but still October the 7th shocked you.
The scale of the attack and the documented attacks. Let's say
the fact that they wanted to record their crimes.
That everything was just streamed live or recorded
GoPro
in time.